is now being said even more out loud. Let's put this up there on the screen from Bloomberg. From Carl Smith. America should become a nation of renters. Quote, the very features that made houses an affordable and stable investment are coming to an end.
We have talked a lot about COVID-19 and its impact on the economy the past several months, but despite the pandemic, the demand for single-family rental homes in Middle Tennessee is booming. It's actually led to Wall Street investment firms buying homes and turning them into rentals.
Outside the Gwinnett County Courthouse in Lawrenceville, Georgia, auction bids fly thick and fast.
$110,000, $128,000, $116,
Yep.
17.
The prices may at first seem high,
Looking for 228.
but for multi-billion-dollar private equity firms, this is a bargain hunt.
Sold the property for...
On the block are homes that have been seized by the bank. It's all part of an enormous bet on what some consider the hottest new asset class on the street, America's single-family homes.
Well, folks, you know what, man? I have to break this down for y'all again, I guess. You know, everybody stands here and runs around with their hair on fire complaining about something without truly understanding exactly what is going on. So I figured I would stand here and try to really get down to the basics of how this happened, what's going on, and why this is happening. Because I think it's important. I think we're big boys and girls, and you know what I'm saying? We deserve an opportunity to stand here and, actually understand the intricacies of what exactly is going on in the market and why these giant corporations and Wall Street firms are buying up housing. Let's get into it. So what happened? All right, basically over the past year, the Fed has printed out something like, $9 to $10 trillion worth of new American currency. That's number one. That's very important to understand, because when you print out massive amounts of money into the market, it's going to have distortions and inflations. All right. And then secondly, what happened is the Fed basically bought about 21% of all United States mortgages. And in doing so, they have completely distorted the housing market. When you stand here and you buy all these individuals' mortgages and you sit here and you back them up and tell everybody that you're never going to let the housing market fall down, you're never going to let the price go down, you're going to invite predators in, right? That stand here and go, well, if you're going to sit here and back up all these, assets, well, we're going to take advantage of this. And then they decided about 10 years ago, believe it or not, that what they wanted to do, guys like BlackRock, they sat here and they created these real estate companies to go and buy these houses. And they bought so many of them that they made it an $18 billion industry, and they started creating what's known as rental-backed securities. Yes, you all heard of mortgage-backed securities, the thing that exploded the United States economy. Well, we're now doing rental-backed securities, and it's the same basic premise. Except, you know how rentals work, it's a year-to-year lease, right? So there are many, many, many more of these than you could possibly imagine, right? And the contracts have to be renewed every year. And it's a highly volatile asset class. But due to the fact of, the Fed standing here keeping up the prices of the mortgages, which, if you're going to give out cheap money and keep interest rates at an all-time low, which is basically zero to borrow this money, right? Because BlackRock isn't like you and me, right? They don't have to go to Lending Tree or, your local bank to go get a mortgage. They're standing here able to borrow money at 0% interest, right? At the, Fed's discount window. And when they do so, they can go and buy these homes, for nothing. So they don't actually have to lay out any real money to do so. So basically they buy them, they create new mortgages, and they create new rental contracts when they rent the new homes out. This is exactly what is going on inside of the system right now. It's important for everybody to understand how we got here. The Fed created this by distorting the housing market because they wanted to prop up the boomers' pensions and 401ks. And on top of that, you have the issue of, as long as you keep the cost of housing high, The local municipalities who, you know what I'm saying, can file and stand here and have real estate taxes for, you know what I mean, to fund their whatever's, you know what I'm saying, their county or local government or state government, school districts, whatever. They can continue to collect these taxes. And when they do so, it allows the system to continue forward and pay for all the things that they need, like, I don't know, pensions for teachers and police officers and firefighters, right? Which is good or bad depending on which way you look at it, because I don't like pensions for government workers, me personally, in general, because I don't think any of the rest of us are ever going to see a pension again. These individuals get it for free, and we're all going to end up paying for it. And on top of that, you're locking the bottom part of our society out of being able to have houses later on. So basically, you're standing here fucking the young to pay for the old, right? It's a massive wealth transfer to the young, from the young to the old. The boomers are fucking us again. And on top of that, it's distorting the market and creating the next bubble that will destroy our economy again. So I wanted to bring you all this and explain it to you. I figured, you know what I'm saying? Look, it only took me like 10 minutes. It's not even that difficult. Anyway, yo, look, I'm Tom Pease with Pnoid News. You know the deal. Like, share, and subscribe.